When do you have time for journaling? What time are you going to do it? And are you going to journal in the morning or the evening or maybe even lunchtime? Hi guys, welcome back to another Josephine's Creations video. In this video, we will be discussing the main questions that you should ask yourself if you have already made the decision to journal and you are stuck on whether you should journal in the evening or in the morning. As you know, in the evening you can reflect on your day, in the morning you can plan your day ahead. First question, are you a morning or an evening person? So this is very important to consider because depending on if you're a morning or evening person or if you're neither, you don't really want to journal when you're really tired. I'm a neither person, so I'm tired all the time. So this specific question is not helpful to us who are just tired the whole time. So stick around for the other questions because they will be a lot more beneficial to you. Question 2. Do you have an evening/morning routine you could fit journaling into or that you need to stick to? So depending on how organized you are as a person, I know a lot of people aren't, me included. Not all the time. I've been getting more organized recently, but in general, not that organized. But we're getting better. So, do you have a plan for your night and morning routines? If so, is there time for journaling? If you are really busy in the morning getting up for school and getting ready, and you already get up a bit too late and you arrive late to school, definitely journal in the evening because that is way better for you. I personally journal in the evening, would recommend for most students. Or if you did decide to journal in the morning and you are on that strict sort of morning routine, you could always journal on the bus or those couple minutes in the library before school starts. So wherever you can just squeeze it in, just try and squeeze it into the routine and sort of stick to it so you can get a good understanding of if that works for you or not. Point number 3. Are you really busy in the morning or in the evening? So again, really important one. When do you have time? If you are busy both times, just squeeze it in throughout the day whenever you can. There's no right or wrong answer. But just try and think about that when you are deciding when you should journal. When do you have a free block of time? Point number 4. So as it sounds, when do you have a free block of time? And I used to put here that it could be at lunchtime because even though the video is titled should you journal in the evening or should you journal in the morning, there is also always the possibility of journaling anytime, including at lunchtime. So if you have a big lunchtime break, you finished your lunch, you're about to go back to work, but you have a 30-minute slot, journal then. You can journal about what's already happened in the day and what you think will happen, for the rest of the day. And then the day after that, you can journal about what really did happen for the rest of that day. And then the things we just mentioned. So that is important to note. Lunchtime is also an option. Point number 5. Will you have a time slot from day to day? And going along with that is point number 6. Are you going to set a time period before so you have that time to journal? So it is very important that you set up a routine. Of course, that is not possible for everybody, but it does have more incentive to journal when you know you're not going to be doing anything else in that time slot because you've elected that to journaling. So for me personally, from 7:30 to 8 o'clock is my elected time period for journaling, or 8 to 8:30. So just keep that in mind. I usually go with roughly half an hour. I don't usually need all that time, but I do try to give myself half an hour just in case I want to write more than I usually do. So those are point number 6 and point number 5. Point number 7. Do you like to journal in a cafe or around people? So I think this is very important to take into consideration, as people don't usually come about at 10 o'clock at night unless you're going to a party or some sort of dinner or disco, whatever. And also cafes do shut usually at 5 or 6 p.m, which is not the time that you get ready for bed. So I think if you are that morning or social person, you should really start journaling in the morning, because most people have free time in the morning after they've had breakfast, and then they go to do their everyday things. So that is important to keep in mind. Point number 8. Do you tend to forget your dreams easily? And this is a bit away from the grain of what we've been talking about, but I do keep a dream journal. I don't keep another separate journal that I track my dreams in, because sometimes I don't remember them. Yeah. And I do, on the weekends, try to journal my dreams as soon as physically possible, but sometimes I do have to journal my dreams in the evening, so I have forgotten the majority of the contents of that dream. So if you do get very constant dreams, I highly recommend journaling in the morning, just some food for thought, because you want to keep those memories fresh in your head and freshly written down, so you can look back and know that that is the full story and not just something that you dreamt and you made some of it up, because that does happen for me sometimes. Point number 9. What's your goal with journaling? Is your goal to set a course for the day, set your plans for the day, or is it to write down all your feelings and emotions? For me, it's both, and for you, it could also be both. So I think if you are very focused on what you want to do that day, morning journaling is. If you're writing about your day, evening journaling is. And if you're somewhere in the middle, it could be either one. As these are not set instructions, these are all just food for thought of what you should do with your outline of the day. Point number 10. Do you prefer to write before or after an event happens? Predictions for what will happen at said event or said dinner, or what actually happened afterwards, or even both. Because if it's a big gathering, I would do both. If you don't have time to journal after, I would do before. It really depends on a case-by-case basis, but usually I try and do both, and if not both, I do it afterwards, so that would be evening journaling. But if you do both, that's of course morning and evening journaling, and if you do just your predictions before, that would be morning journaling. And thank you to everybody who has stuck around to the end of this video for the extra bonus tip that we include in almost every video now. If you stick to the end, you know that there is, one more hint tip for all you guys who are special ones who stick around to the end. And today's bonus tip is, do you need an outlet for daily stress? Because if so, the night is the way to go to journal out all your feelings and your thoughts and really everything that you've been feeling that day. And if not, you don't need an outlet for stress, you just want to journal, or you just want to plan your days, morning journaling for you. Thank you so much guys for tuning in to today's video. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you for staying to the end. If you are still here, you are a real one. I will try and upload every week now on this channel. Maybe every other week, because I'm going to be posting on the other channel once every other week. So thank you guys for sticking around to the end. Please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, and see you all in the next journaling related video. Bye!